Welcome to VLearn. In the previous section, we had the discussion about structures. In today's session, we will learn about pointers. What is pointer? A pointer is anything that tells us where something can be found. For example, addresses in the phone book, URL for web pages, road signs. So similarly pointer hold the address of another variable where it can be found. Pointer is user defined data type which creates special type of variables and can hold the address of permitted data type like int, float, double, user defined data type like functions, pointers, structures, array, union, etc. In C, pointers can be used in three main ways. First, it can be used to allocate the memory from the heap at runtime. Second, it used to handle variable parameters passed to functions. Third, it provides an alternative means of accessing information stored in arrays. So, why we use pointers? Because they make it easy to represent relationship among data items. They allow to refer large data structures in compact way. They make it possible to get new memory dynamically as program is running. To declare a pointer, we must do two things. First, we indicate the star character variable while defining a pointer. Second, the type of variable of which the pointer will point. Because C provides operations on pointers, so we need to define the type of pointing. The general declaration of pointer is like this: type, assigning the character star's character, and that is the name of the pointer. For example, int star ptr is a pointer of integer type. Here is another example of declaration: int star int ptr. Here int ptr is the name of the pointer and int is the variable of type which the pointer will point. So int ptr will contain the memory address of another integer variable or integer array. Pointers operations. In C programming, every variable keeps two types of value: contain the variable or value of a variable. Second, the address of variable where it has stored in the memory. So, in order to have a pointer actually point to another variable, it is necessary to have the memory address of that variable also. To get the memory of a variable, its location in memory, we put the ampersand sign in front of the variable name. This makes it give its address. So this is called the address of operator because it returns a memory address. So we use star and ampersand. Star operator is used to define pointer variables, and differencing a pointer means to use the value of pointing. Here is the example of pointer. I have include main header file stdio.h Starting from main, int x is a normal variable that is integer type, and next statement is int star p. Here star p is the name of the pointer and int is the data type which it will point to a integer variable. Next statement is p equal to %x. It assigns the address of x to p. Next, scanf %d. I am scanning the value of x, taking the input from the user and printing the value which I have scanned through pointer. Printf %d star p. The use of star to get the value of this variable, that is x. I'll show you in C of this example. Here is the program. I have declared x star p. It will run. I am entering the value 12. It's showing me the value. From this statement, I am scanning the value. Let me elaborate it. For scanning F, through pointer, I can print the address of variable also. Here I am using %u. Percentage is used to unsigned int. For the address we used unsigned. P store the address of x, so it will show the address of x. It will show like this. I input clear screen, enter the value of x. I entered 45. Then it will show the value of x is 45 and the value address of x is 65524. That is the memory. 65524 is the memory location where the value of x is stored. So see how we can point a variable through pointers and can access the address of this variable. So this is the sample example of a pointer. Now we'll move to next slide. Pointers and variables type. While assigning a pointer variable, we need to take caution that which variable we are going to point, that must be of same data type. For example, here I am using a variable of integer type and assigning the value 42, and then I declared a pointer IP that is integer type. Second, I am declaring the variable of double d equal to 6.34 and declaring the pointer star dp of double type. I am assigning the address IP equal to %a. This is okay because the variable which address I am going to point to a pointer IP, their data type is match. Next statement, dp equal to ampersand d. Here dp is a pointer and d is a variable whose address I am going to pass to dp. This is also okay because these both are of same data type, pointer and variable. Next statement, ip equal to ampersand d. This will show us the compiler error because here ip is of integer type and the address of variable which we are going to point is of integer type. So it will show the compiler error. So when we are declaring a pointer and assigning the value, we need to take this caution. These both be of same data type, pointer as well as variable. Null. Null is a special value which may be assigned to a pointer. It indicates the pointer does not point to any variable, so there is no pointing. It is used to declare like this: int star pni int. Here pint is the pointer name and it is of integer type, assigning the value null. So we can assign the null value to the pointer also. It is used to return type of functions, used in return type of functions that return a pointer to indicate the function value. If the function, here I am using int pointer, that is my pointer, and in my pointer I am assigning the value by returning this function, that is my function. It will return the value to my pointer. If my pointer is equal to null after assigning the value, then we can say that the function is not returning the value, the function failure. So we can check the function failure like this also. If it passing the null value, then it means function does not work correctly, so it passes the null value, or function do not match, or function do not found, etc. Pointers and function arguments. Since C passes all primitive functions arguments by value, so there is no direct way for a function to alter a variable in calling code. As we have studied earlier in the functions, the arguments can generally be passed to functions in one of two following ways. One, pass by value method, and second, pass by reference method. In pass by value method, when arguments are passed by value, a copy of the values of actual arguments is passed. But when we passed arguments by a reference, then the address of a variable is passed. So in call by reference, address of variables are sent to the functions in the form of arguments. In this case, address of argument variables are copied to the corresponding function pointer type parameters. So when we make some changes to variables in the function, it affects the variables of calling functions. So we use pointers frequently. We can use pointers to pass when we need to pass the address of variables. Here I will show you the example of swapping program. Here I am declaring int x equal to 42, y equal to 17 and using the swap function. This is wrong version because it's just interchanging the value logically, but if I need to interchange the value on the actual address, then I need to know the address of this variables. So this can be used with the pointers. So it's called the better swap. So here is the program of swapping. Here I am declaring int x equal to 42 and y equal to 17. Instead of passing the value, I am passing the reference, that is swap %x. It's passing the address of these variables. So this is a swap function. It will take integer star px. Star px is a pointer of integer type, and star pi is a pointer of integer type. It will store the value in temp of star px, and then star px value will be assigned, star py value is assigned to px, and then temp value is assigned to star pi. So this is called the better swap. This is a sample program of swapping. I have declared the function void swap integer pointer. This is a prototype of a function. Then int main, starting from the main, declaring x and y, showing the message, enter the value of x and y, then scanning the values of x and y. Before swapping, I am showing the value of x and y, and then call the function which I have called to passing the reference of variables, that is swap %x and %y. The address of these variables are going to pass, and that will call to pass the statements to this function void swap int a and int b is the pointer, int temp assigning the values, and then go back to this statement printf. After swapping, it will show the value of x and y, then return 0. I'll show you this example in C program also. Here I am including two files. stereo.h and conio.h. Then giving the prototype of functions. Starting from the main, declaring the values of variables of function x and y, prompting a message using printf, enter the value of x and y, then using scanf, taking the input from the user. Here I have scanned the value of x and y, then showing the message like before swapping. The values of x equal to %d and y equal to using new line \n, then calling the function swap, where I will pass the address of x and y. After calling this function, showing the message that after swapping the values of x and y. So it will go to end. Then I have declared the function of swapping. In this I am declaring the temp variable, assigning the value of B in temp and assigning the value of A in B, then assigning the value of temp in A. After swapping it, go to an end and swap the value of X and Y. So going to compile this program, show me not error. Address of, enter the value of X and Y. I'll enter 12 and 34. Before swapping, the values of X equal to 12 and Y equal to 34, and after swapping it, swap the value of X equal to 34 and Y equal to 12. I'll compile it again for clearing the screen because was forgot to mention clear screen. Enter the value of X and Y. Now I'll enter 10 and 20. Before swapping, the values of X equal to 10 and 20, and after swapping, the values of X equal to 20 and Y equal to X. So see how we can use pointers in functions. This is called call by reference also, because I have called the function by passing the reference of variable, not the value of variables. Here I am passing the reference, so this is called the call by reference. Now I will move to next slide. Pointer with array. When an array is declared, a compile allocates a sufficient amount of memory to contain all the elements of array. So base address, which gives the location of first element, is also allocated by the compiler. For example, I am declaring an array int arr5. Here array is of integer type and arr5, arr is the name of the array, 5 is the size, and assigning the value to the array is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The base address of, let us assume the base address of arr is 1000. Then each integer, we know each integer requires 2 bytes of memory in the memory location to store the value. So the 5 element will be stored like this. The base address 1000, it will increase the 2 bytes in the base address, and the next element will be stored at the position of 1002, and after this the next element of array will be stored at the position of 1004, and then 1006 and 1008. When we are not declaring any element location array, for example arr0, then it will dynamically take arr0 equal to arr. We can declare a pointer of type int to point to the array like this. Here int star p is the pointer that is going to point the array of integer type. Arr is of integer type, so I am assigning p equal to arr. Here it will take the address of arr02 and stored in it p. Int I, int a of 5, declaring int a of 5, so it will store the value 1, 2, 3, 5. This is the initialization part of an array, will store the value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Int star p is the pointer of integer type, assigning the address of a, that is an array. Using for loop, I am going to print the value of array through pointers. Here I have used two statements, print star and %d is for format specifier, and star p will print the first time the value of a0. Then we will increase p++, that it will take the address of 1002 and will show the value of array a of 1. This process will go on until the condition is true. So I'll show you in this C also. Here I am using new file including 2 files. I am including another file, that is conio.h. Starting from the main, int array of 5, initializing the value 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Initializing 5 values in the array. We can initialize the value of array also, or we can take the input from the user also. So another, I am declaring the pointer that is of integer type, assigning the address of ar0 in P, then using for loop to for showing the value of this array. To display the value, I am using this loop I equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus. Here I am using printf statement. Percentage t using I and star p. Star p is used to show the value of this array. Then increase in the pointer, go to an end, then get, and then close the braces. So going to compile this program, it's showing me not any error. For displaying in new line, I am using \n. For clearing screen, I am using clear screen. So it will show me like this. Here a of 0 is 10, a of 1 is 20, a of 2 is 30, a of 3 is 40, and a of 4 is 50. So like this we can show the value of an pointer. Similarly, we can show the address of this also by using this, and address of a equal to percentage u I pay I and p plus I. So that will show the address of an array. Because I have incremented p plus plus, so no need to p plus I. I'll just write p here for displaying the address. So it will look like as, now going to compile it again. It will look like this. The value of A0 is 10 and the address of A0 is 65516. So it's increasing the 2 bytes in the address, because every integer variable hold the memory of 2 bytes. So it's automatically increase the address like this. So using pointer we can access the value of a variable also, or the address of a variable also. The pointer, because pointer holds the address of variable which we have point to it. So pointers can be used with array like this example. Next we'll move to structure. Pointers can be accessed along with structures. A pointer variable of structures can be declared as below. Here struct is the name of structure. Struct is the user defined data type and name is the name of structure, and declaring the member like this, member 1, member 2. Inside the function we declared the pointer of struct type. Here star ptr is of struct type, so struct name type, because it's mentioning that it's a name is a structure and pointer will point to it. Pointer with structure example will be shown like this. To access the members of structure we use the dot operator, but when we have a pointer of structure type we use arrow to access structure members. For example, I have declared the struct book. Book is a structure, declaring two members, char name of 10 size and int price. Then go to the main program, struct book b, struct book star pointer is the pointer of struct type holding the address of structure, ampersand b assigning the value of a structure, pointer arrow ptr arrow name equal to Dan Brown, accessing the structure's members like this through the pointer, and pointer arrow ptr arrow price equal to 500. So we can use the pointers like this. I'll show you the example also in C. I am including two files, include stereo.h conio.h, then declaring a struct student int id, taking the id member, char name and float type percentage. Then starting from the main, initializing a structure, struct student record 1, initializing the value id equal to 101, name equal to Raj, percentage I am mentioning 96.5. Here I am initializing the structure, then declaring a pointer variable of structure type. PTR is the pointer, assigning the address of record struct variable that is of structure type in PTR, then showing the values of structure like this. Records of student 1, showing the printf statement id equal to percentage d. For this I am using ptr arrow sign it, then printf name equal to using percentage s ptr arrow sign name. Then using printf statement, percentage of student equal to percentage f ptr percentage. So like this we can print the value of structures members using pointers. Here I am going to compile this program, showing two errors. Let us see what is the program error. It's too many types. We forget to put semicolon here. Here is the curly braces error. So now compile. For clear screen, I need to put here clear screen function. To new line, I am using \n. The every printf message will be shown in new line. So this will show the output like this: the record of student 101, name Raj, and the percentage of student equal to 96.5. If I'll do the changes here, show the output of updated record. So this is the example how we can use structure with the pointers. Here pointers point the address of this structure and fetch the value of these members. Now we'll move to next slide. Here is another example of structure with pointers. I have declared student structure, char name, major and double GPA. Our student is the variable of this structure. Void main student bob is the variable, and initializing the values of name, major, math and GPA 3.77. Declaring a pointer student star p student. P student is the pointer of this structure. In the p student, I am putting the address of bob, variable of a structure in p student. Using printf statement, I am using this values of members, values of this structure. We can use the pointers and with structure and functions. Here void print student is the function where I am sending the argument like a reference. For example, star student p is a address of a structure, that is student. To using pointers we can, as we have discussed in the functions where we have passing the address of variable. Here I am using the pointer to passing the address of a structures. So we can pass the address of a structures also. The whole structure will be passed to a function and the whole address will be passed like this. Here student p is the pointer that accessing the memory members of student structure like this. We can use pointers, and a function can also return a pointer to the calling program. So the way it returns like int, float or other data type, to return a pointer must be explicitly mentioned in the calling program. So we can return a pointer through functions also. These are from my side how we can use pointer, what is the pointer, how we can assign the address of a variable to the pointer, how we can use pointer with arrays, how we can use call by reference using pointers, how we can use pointers with structures, and how we can pass the address of a structure through pointers with pointers. This is from my side about this session. So now we're going to end this session.